Welcome back all, and today we're going to recap the Wilmslow half marathon, which I've been looking forward to for about 4 months now, since the end of last season. So couldn't wait for this one to come round, and it finally got here. We're now on Wednesday. The race was on Sunday, and just so glad to be into the race season, and looking forward to reviewing this one today. So Saturday morning, I went on a shakeout run. Went down to Wilmslow Park Run actually. Gotta love a park run, and any excuse to do a different one is a great thing to do. And ended up stacking it. So that was a great start to the race weekend. Fortunately, there was that 1 second when I'd fallen that I was like, "Oh God, is everything all right?" Fortunately, just my morale was hurt. There was actually nothing else wrong with me, so I bounced back up and felt okay. It was good shakeout run, and yeah, chilled out for the rest of the day. Ate lots, and then slept. Best night's sleep before a race, certainly. So into Sunday morning, and well, we got super lucky, didn't we? Sunday was actually half decent weather when it's been chucking it down for pretty much the majority of the last week if you've been in the UK. And Sunday was the only decent day where it wasn't blowing an absolute hoolie, or chucking it down. So we'll take that, and roll on. I'll just show some pickies now of prepping, feeling reasonably relaxed, and then go into the race now. Cheers.
Okay, so onto the race, and on screen now is the route course. So starting off at Wilmslow Rugby Club, you head out and then loop round Mobley, and then back along the same route, and then veering off right just at the end to a different finish place from the start. But most importantly is this elevation map, where it shows that the first half of the race is steadily downhill, and then the second half of the race is then back up that hill. And I had a race plan, but that went out of the pot when I spoke to the pacer for the 1 hour 20 or 80-minute group, who said that he was going to run something called a positive split. So that's where you run faster in the first half compared to the second half. So he was going to go out at 3:43 pace and then come back at 3:51 pace, giving an average of 3:47. So these are my splits. So going out 3:47, 3:38 and 3:43. And I then sustained that pace just behind Andrew and the 1 hour 20 group up until round about 8 or 9k, and then I was about 100 meters behind, and then the hill came where that 3:52 kilometer comes in, and I just saw the heart rate spiking above 180 at that point, so I know I needed to pull it back. So I pulled it back slightly for the kilometers 10 to 15. At kilometer 14, I took my second gel, and that is what put pay to my efforts to go sub 80. So I took that gel at kilometer 14, and then by kilometer 16, I had a horrible stitch, and I've never raced with a stitch before, and that's why my heart rate drops off slightly, because I'm unable to push as hard as I wanted to. My legs were there, but that stitch stayed with me for 4k, and I just could not get rid of it. So we see the heart rate graph here. Now this is really interesting, because the first 3k I was running at a decent pace, and it was around the 150 mark. Clearly you look at this graph now and you can tell that it just wasn't picking up for the first 3k. But then after that, it goes into that threshold zone pretty much for the whole race, and steadily increases from low 170s up to about 180. So it was pretty good pacing, to be honest. As I say, the only sort of minor blip was that it's kilometers 15, 16, 17, 18, where I had a stage and just really struggled, to be honest. Basically, Finn, you're an idiot. Practice taking gels and don't just leave it to the race to take gels is the crux of the matter. So I need to implement that into my training. So it's a good lesson learned, and we move on from it, basically. Okay, then. So what was the overall time? Well, the overall time was 80 minutes and 21 seconds. So what average pace do you need to go sub 80 minutes? You need a 3:47 average pace. And what did I run? I ran a 3:48 average pace. So just outside that target, but it is a 28-second personal best from Capestone at the end of last year. Capestone being a much flatter course, so really got to be happy with that, especially with, I know that from it I've got takings and lessons to be learned, and it's good actually to go out a bit quicker than I had been doing and really see what I'm capable of. So pleased with it overall. Just overlaying some photos of the day now. I was really starting to hurt in the last couple of, well, this is the last kilometre. So yeah, the pain face is properly on. But a fantastic day out, and the support from not only my family but also Kate's family as well was absolutely fantastic. Made it a really enjoyable day, and one that I won't forget. So yeah, pleased with that. And then onto the rest of the season now, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to, and fire in my belly to crack on with the training now.
So, into an awesome weekend. Huge shout out to my girlfriend Kate, who ran a personal best of 1 hour 41, taking a massive 5 minutes off her PB and running 12 minutes faster than she did at Wilmslow last year. Especially considering she broke a rib 4 weeks ago skiing. So I've absolutely no idea how she's managed to do that. Well, one thing's for certain, she's certainly less Nesh than I am. So yeah, I'm certainly the soft one in the couple. And then yeah, just a great thanks to the organisation at Wilmslow. Was brilliant. Race organisation was seamless throughout, and brilliant to catch up with some schoolmates as well. So that was yeah, putting a smile on my face at the end of the race was brilliant. Massive thanks for watching and getting through to this point. Like, comment, subscribe, and can't wait to see you in next time. Cheers, guys.